reptilian dragons came to Earth from Sirius to share their wisdom with humans, according to mythology and legends. Among the great number of fairy tale creatures, dragons stand out as a particular category. In the memory of many nations, they are still wise, amiable, open-hearted, and at the same time strange-looking creatures. West European medieval ballads describe dragons as winged snatchers of young girls, insatiable, severe treasure keepers who one day still died of swords of knights. A Swiss religion researcher studied myths, legends, and fairy tales of people inhabiting Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. He thinks that our ancestors actually met and communicated with such dragons. This is astonishing that pictures of dragons, descriptions of their looks, and conduct left by different nations coincide. Another amazing fact is that first pictures of dragons and legends telling about them appeared within 2500 to 4000 BC. Often they appeared as messengers of the skies. Contemporary ufologist Vadim Arksky tells about people encountering dragons. Researchers want to closely study the tribe of Dogons living in Africa. 1,000-year-old myths about the Dogons mention humans who came down to Earth from Sirius, humans, quote-unquote. It's said that Nomo, whose sacred image Dogons worshipped, was one of those who brought the aliens to Earth. Nomo is described as a combination of human and snake, with 3 couples of flexible extremities and a split tongue. It has a smooth, shining body covered with green skin. And legends say that Nomo, meaning the monitors or the watchers, as well as other aliens, were living side by side with the Dogons for a long period of time, sharing their knowledge and experience with them, and then left for their home star. This sounds like what the Native Americans are talking about, the tall, beautiful, fair-haired, blue-eyed sky gods. Now, they called them the Anu, as in Anunnaki of the Sumerians. They use the same word, Anu. Now here, the Dogons keep an image of Nomo's remains that look like a log of about 4 meters long, decorated with intricate ornamentation. This may sound incredible, but images of dragons known in America, China, and other parts of the world are of approximately the same size and appearance that the image kept by the Dogon has. Like contemporary astronomers, African villagers knew that dwarf star Sirius B, a small solid star with extremely high mass, was revolving around the sun. How was it possible that Dogons could detect the invisible star in the sky? Because as we know, a dwarf star doesn't emit light. It doesn't have enough fusion to do that. So how would they know that Sirius B consisted of solid and super heavy substance? In addition to these facts, Dogons also knew that Sirius B was revolving on its axis and that the Milky Way was a spiral star system. It's perfectly clear that this knowledge would not be the result of mere observation of the sky. Dogons would not obtain this knowledge even if they had a telescope. So there is every reason to say that the African Dogon people got their information about the space immediately from these extraterrestrial aliens. China was considered the homeland of dragons at all times, as well as Dogon's legends. Chinese legends also say that dragons came down to this planet from the sky. Old historical scripts say that the sons of the sky, quote-unquote, made up the first calendar and the medicine textbook. So they gave them a calendar and taught them the use of medicine. One of the aliens, female 1D, made robots that looked like sons of the sky. Scripts say that they had 2 pairs of eyes and 3 pairs of extremities. Majority of the sons of the sky left for home immediately after they shared their knowledge with ancestors of the Chinese, but some of them died on this planet and were buried here. About 500 BC, a lost tomb of one of the sons of the sky, quote-unquote, was suddenly discovered when building fortress walls. A dummy was made of the discovery body, and later more accurate copies of it were made. One of such statue was known as the dragon sculpture. It's still kept at the museum in a provincial Chinese town. 6 extremities of the son of the sky looked incredibly withered and shapeless. Vadim Arsky says that it occurred because dragons had flexible tubes filled with liquid as bones. It was thanks to this construction of dragon extremities that the creatures were amazingly lissome. When the son of the sky, quote-unquote, died, the pressure in the tubes vanished and the bones decreased and became shapeless. In Peru, people also tell legends about sky messengers. They taught men about how to build irrigation canals and grow corn. Women learned to sew and cook from them, as well as the Chinese. Peruvians got a precise calendar from the sky messengers. At that, the look of messengers who came to Peru wonderfully resembled the look of dragons seen in China. In 1989, a statue of an Indian woman with a fairy tale creature having a pangolin head and a snake body was found in the Sipam tomb. Judging by the ratio between the height of the woman and the creature, the latter was over 4 meters high. In Central America, legends telling about Quetzalcoatl, a feathered dragon, appeared about 3,000 years ago. Almost all of the tribes inhabiting Central America honored the dragon and believed it was Quetzalcoatl, who gave people an accurate calendar, taught them to mine and work precious stones and observe the stars. Legends also say that after several failures of his mission, aging Quetzalcoatl left for his father, who lived on the sun. So who were the wise dragons that descended from the sun and taught earth dwellers how to observe the sky, grow plants, work stone, read calendars, and other important things? I think here they were meant to say Sirius instead of sun. So Vadim Arsky, I think this was translated from another language. Vadim Arsky, who has been studying UFO and alien visits to Earth for many years, already is sure that dragons described in legends and myths were aliens who came to this planet from the center of our galaxy. The galaxy consists of stars of 4 generations. The sun belongs to the 3rd generation stars. Both the sun and the earth could be visited only by spaceships from the stars of the 1st and 2nd generations located close to the galaxy's center. The researcher adds that descriptions of dragons prove that their home planet had super weight. Myths about dragons say the creatures had 3 pairs of extremities and no joints. That is why people who met dragons often compared them to serpents. Nomo of the Dogon and their extraterrestrial aliens described in legends were wearing heavy copper sandals, and this is another fact proving their home planet was very heavy. This is by Raider's New Update via Red Eyes Creations on Humans Be Free. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.